you are, basically going through it and finding stuff on your own stuff. All right, next one says this: loud gunshots noises. We actually had this issue. King Flippy was really complaining about it. It says, the issue of players hearing sudden random gunshot loud sounds around Appalachia will be addressed in a future update near launch. Good news. That's nice to know that that fix is incoming as well. So yeah, let's talk about the stash and storage right now. So here's some very important tips on how to alleviate some of those stresses related to managing your storage. So this comes from Matt Kramer, who says, learning the difference and well, I've seen many people talk about scrapping junk before you stash it, which does save a ton of space in crafting bulk, which I'm not sure saves on weight. Actually, anybody have more info? These methods are fine, but eventually, of course, you will hit the stash limit. It goes on to say this: then it hit me in my Pip-Boy inventory under junk. One of the hotkeys in the legend says component mode. This will show you your junk as it's already scratched using base materials. Here, you can mark certain components for search, and it'll add a little magnifying glass icon next to it. When you then come across junk that contains those components in the world, you'll see the little icon and know workbenches have a mark for search feature, but when you mark something from a workbench, it only marks what you don't have. So I pulled all my junk from my stash, went into button, turn on the bell notification icon, and don't forget to follow me out on social media, Facebook, Twitter. We also have Discord. See that all in the description below. Again, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more Fallout 76 and open world gaming goodness. And I will see you back in the wasteland.
Would you like me to go with
Take
you?
it easy.
Actually, I'll be back later.
One of the most interesting new mechanics or features in Fallout 76, in my eyes, have been mutations. Mutations are these things, kind of like traits from some of the older Fallout games, where it's a bonus to your character, but oftentimes also with a downside. Most of the time this means that you get a pretty big stat bonus in one area, making your character quite strong, but also a stat deficit in a totally different area. You get these mutations at random when contracting radiation, and in this video I'm going to do a couple of things. First and foremost, I want to show you guys some of the perk cards we know about as they pertain to certain mutations, but even beyond that, I do have what looks like one of the most comprehensive lists on all 19 mutations I've found in Fallout 76. So to be clear, this might not actually be every single one, but more or less in a certain faction space, there's a terminal that lists off all of the mutations. The lore being they were running experiments and that's how mutations were kind of created. These are all the ones listed there. I can't find any ones not on this list online, so it seemingly is every single one. But first and foremost, let me go over some of the perk cards, because a lot of these we actually haven't heard about. They were actually data mined from some of the load screens in Fallout 4, and there may actually be a few more out there that we still don't know about. So the one that is actually kind of well known is Starch Genes. Basically, when you get a mutation from radiation, removing that radiation, like through a RadAway or walking through one of those radiation cleaners, will also remove the mutation from your body. Well, this perk at level 1 gives you a chance to not remove that mutation